Hello everybody, my name is Salud Rogelio Kinnaman Morales. If you've been following me for the last 8 months online, then you're well aware of the internet drama that I found myself in. And for the last 8 months, you followed my story. You've seen as I've been doxxed, you have seen as people have doxxed fans of mine. This controversy led to me exposing a blackmail ring that were doing this to other people online. So I wasn't the only victim, but I was the first victim to speak up and speak out and start to get an investigation going. But after 8 long months, it's over. Eight months ago, I was one of the few people that were targeted by this blackmail ring, where I was accused of grooming children. I was accused of raping a child I never met. I was accused of masturbating on webcam to a child. And those were just my allegations. Some of my fans were also accused of other things similar to what I was accused of, just for supporting me. And there was also a content creator before me that was accused of grooming children and doxing children. I've spent the last few months exposing even more ridiculousness. I've gone out of my way to find parents of the people in this ring, and I've contacted them and I've let them know, hey, your child is out here spreading false rape allegations against me. Your child is spreading false grooming allegations against me online. Like, there's no reason why a child, nonetheless a teenager, should be doing these things online. One of the people of this blackmail ring, we found their parents. We contacted them. That person was out here saying that I was sexually assaulting them. After I contacted their parents and after the other victims of this ring contacted their parents, they stopped. There was another person who was out here spreading misinformation, and we found their high school and we tried to get in touch with their parents through their high school by contacting their principal. And once that person found out, they immediately stopped and they apologized. There was also several other parents that we found as well, and we contacted them, let them know what their children were doing online, because there's no reason why children, especially teenagers, should be online falsely accusing content creators they've never met of grooming them or raping them. I got a message from a content creator called Liv, and I had never spoke to this person before. I had no clue who this person was. And they said, hey, you need to watch what you're posting online. I responded by saying, it's not my responsibility as a creator to monitor what you as a viewer are watching online. That's your responsibility, and that's the responsibility of your parent. And so we got in a back and forth debate. There was also some confusion as well. I thought they were talking about another post of mine, and if you go back to my first documentary I made, you can see that. And I took those DMs, posted it online, asked viewers on the internet, hey, whose responsibility is this to monitor what their kids watch online? I was told, hey, take these videos down or we are going to ruin your career. And I refused to take the videos down. And that's where the whole rape allegations come from. Is my content kid friendly? Ever since I've started on the internet, my content has never been kid friendly. I'm going to show you examples on the screen. And let me ask you, this content I'm about to show you, do you think a kid should be watching this? Here's example 1.
So who's the real menace, man? Whoa. But where was you say when I meet up? Maybe in this room.
Here's example 2.
Hey kids, do you guys want to hear a little story about a dirty, sadistic, cocksucking, shit-eating, toilet-kissing ass douchebag?
Here's example 3.
Diet Cock it is.
I got Diet Cock.
Fuck it, man. Fuck it all. I got Diet Cock.
Diet Cock.
And here's example 4.
There's blood on your hands. You're a walking crime tonight. Just dance like the dead. There's blood on your hands. You're a walking crime.
I've been making mature themed content like this for years. And I get it. There's a subset of people on the internet that has found my content that tends to be teenagers. But just because teenagers have suddenly started coming across my content and watching it does not mean I'm going to shift my content to appeal to these teens. Just because a few teens are starting to find interest in my content does not make me responsible for what they're watching. And I am not ever going to shift my content to appeal to the youth demographic because I like to post what I like to post online. After months of exposing this blackmail ring, after months of contacting people's parents to let them know what their teenagers are doing online, we finally got a solution that I think we can all agree on. We contacted the mother of this headmaster of this ring. We had a back and forth bout. Some of the other victims of this ring decided to also contact the mother of this individual. Zoe is the mother of this individual. Zoe refused to believe what we were saying, and we called Zoe out on TikTok. Zoe was out here trying to say, well, this is defamation of character. Funny enough, Zoe started to feel what I had been through. Defamation of character as well, with false rape allegations of a child. Zoe had a really interesting conversation with one of the victims. This is what Zoe said. After 8 months of hell, of having my life almost completely ruined, I pretty much had my music career ruined by this. Like, there's no coming back. Like, that's a fact of a matter. There will never, ever be a coming back because of all this. We finally got an apology. And so to Zoe, I want to thank you for finally doing what's right. Apologizing as the mother of this person and having your child at least somewhat make an attempt, even though it's not really an attempt that I can get behind. Me and my partner agreed, you know what, it's good enough. Months ago, so many people online kept messaging me saying, hey, we got evidence you did all this stuff to children. We got evidence you raped a child, and we're gonna turn you in. Why didn't anyone ever turn in that evidence? It's been 8 months. If you knew someone raped a child and you had evidence, wouldn't you immediately go to your police department to have that person arrested instead of letting that predator run free? So why didn't any of these people do this? It just truly shows there was never evidence. And it truly shows that they were just trying to make threats to scare people. Because at the end of the day, child predators are sick. I kept posting the local police department, like the actual phone number to the police department of where I live here in Cleveland, Tennessee. I kept posting that online through TikToks, through YouTube, through Instagram. And I kept telling people, hey, if you guys got this evidence that I did this stuff, here's my legal name, Salud Rogelio Kinema Morales. Here's the phone number of my local police department. Turn it in. Turn it in, because if you truly have evidence that I raped a child, why would you want me to walk free? You know what I mean? And nobody ever did anything. I don't want you, if you're a victim of SA, I don't want you to feel scared to speak up if someone, ever touches you like that. I don't want you to feel scared just because, someone like me exposed people that lied. I don't want you to ever feel scared and speak up. And I don't want you to lie, because when you lie and people find out the truth, it's going to be hard for people to believe you if you actually do get assaulted. And that hurts everybody. Why are teenagers falsely accusing content creators they never met of raping them? Why? This is not okay. And the argument I kept hearing is, oh, they're a minor. This is what minors do. Or, oh, they're a minor. They can't do anything. And I was a teenager once too before. Teenagers can do this stuff. And it's like, whatever happened to discipline, right? Whatever happened to parenting your child? Teaching your child what morals are. Using the I'm a teenager excuse is not an excuse. In schools, if you're a teenager and you pull a fire alarm, you can still be charged, even if you're a minor. Even if you're a teenager and you are under the age of 18 and you rape someone, you can still be charged. The I'm a teenager excuse is not an excuse that's used in a court of law. There are literally child serial killers that are in prison. Children that were murdering that are in prison. And think about that. Think about when the parents try to use the, oh, but they're a child excuse. The judge didn't see it that way because they still took a life. Rape accusations are serious, and child grooming accusations are serious. This is just distasteful that hundreds of teenagers would go around the internet accusing people they've never met a day in their life of raping them and grooming them. And it is sad that people would do that just because there's a content creator they don't like. And to Zoe, I want to thank you for, taking the appropriate measures, even after that little spat that you had earlier. I want to thank you for taking the appropriate measures and having your daughter apologize. This is Tintle Death.